Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Neve and it would mean the world to me if you would stick around. Now, today's video is something I've never done before, but something that I'm quite excited to do, and it is taking you with me whilst I reorganise my bookshelves because currently they are a mess. And I thought that you would enjoy watching me fix them. So what I'm going to do in a minute is take you off of my tripod and I'll show you what we're working with. But basically the plan of action is everything's getting shifted about, but also I have this fun little stamp that I got that has my name on it that I can use to stamp my books, and I started doing it when I got it and didn't finish. And I've gotten new books since, and I've gotten rid of books since, blah blah blah. So I have stamping to do, shelving to do, the likes. I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along for the ride. I have one shelf that's my priority because it's mostly my books, but I'm also thinking of shifting some stuff over to another bookshelf and stuff like that. So I will show you what we're working with, and then I haven't decided if I'm going to actually film me doing it, like time-lapsed or whatever, or if I will just check back in every now and again and update you. But we'll find out together. Let's get started. Okay, so currently this is what we're working with, which is, as you can see, a mess. And then this shelf here, you can see like those just shouldn't be there. This shelf I actually quite like, but I've just got lots more plays now that they're just not going to fit. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Yep. So yeah, lots of fixing to do. My current plan is to sort of shift everything up a shelf to make room for new books and just sort of stamp as I go along. I'm going to find somewhere to put you guys to film the process, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to start with you guys positioned here because you can sort of see this, which is my starting point. I'm going to move these books first because none of them will end up this high up my shelf. I have all these stuff over here too. I'm only going to take the books off of this shelf just now because the plays are not going there, and that's not fine. There, that's fine. I also have to shelf my copy of War and Peace. I've also recently bought, which I'll talk about in this month's roundup video in more detail because I've read a lot of them this month, but I work in a bookshop, if you didn't know this, and I was working with the kids section for the first time, which was very nostalgic and prompted me to buy most of the Skullduggery Pleasant books because I loved them as a kid and I wanted to see if they held up. I'm not telling you if they hold up or not, you'll have to watch the roundup for that, but I do now have to shelf 9 Skullduggery Pleasant books, so that'll be fun. But yeah, stamp at the ready, and I suppose we shall just get started and see how it goes. Look how cute this Highland cow is. I got it for Christmas. It's a rainbow Highland cow. What more could you ask for? Nothing, exactly. I just thought I'd show you quickly what the stamp actually looks like. It's very cute. Another thing I've learned to do at my job, which I think will be fun on my shelves, is face books out, which I never did before. I didn't really know that it would look so good, but it looks very good at work, so I'm going to start facing books out on my bookshelf, which is fun. Another thing I'm going to do is there's some books I forgot to take stickers off of, so I'm going to be doing that. If you haven't read this book and you are a YA fan, read this book. It was very, very good. I really enjoyed it, and it's such a gorgeous book. Like the front cover, brilliant. Another one. If you haven't read this book, read this book. One of my most anticipated reads of this year is this book, The Transgender Issue by Sean Fay. I bought it just before New Year's, and it is like pretty top of my list for non-fiction to read this year. Another goal of mine for this year, just because whilst I'm here, I'm not a big classics person, not read a lot of classics, but my goal is to at least read Maurice this year. It's my one classic this year that I am trying to hold myself to, but if I read it and I enjoy it, I would also like to read Tower's End, which I have. So everybody pray that I stick to my reading goals this year. Another goal I've set myself this year, just whilst I was thinking of it, is to read more genres, especially try and get back into fantasy. So if you've got any fantasy recommendations, please give me them. Probably not quite high fantasy yet. I don't think I'm quite ready for high fantasy. So if you have fantasy recommendations that aren't like high fantasy, is like it's set in the medieval times fantasy, then I want them. Mistake. Fun story about my copy of Norwegian Wood that I've still not read is when I bought it in a charity shop, they had like an entire collection of these covers of Murakami novels, and I didn't buy them all because I'm an idiot, and then I went back for them because I thought that was stupid. I should have bought all of them, and they were gone. So disappointed by a book of my life as 1984. I was so excited for 1984 because I really liked Animal Farm, and it just didn't hit for me, which is so upsetting. Moved you down so you can see. I have done the tidying of books. I still have to do my plays, but I will show you where we're at before I start putting all of my little like decorative bits back on the shelf. Okay, so this is what my top shelf looks like, and then behind this I've got obviously books, but this book's too pretty to just have shelves. And yep, and then shelf looks like that, and then down here we have shelf, and obviously that'll be moved because I was stamping my books with it. And then this will look much better because I'm gonna get Kaale and the Hawk and Mr. Impossible, so yeah. Yeah. And then the shelf below it is just stuff that doesn't have a place. So that's where we're at right now. I am going to take a small break, and then I'm going to do my plays, and I will let you know how that goes. Hello. So you might be able to tell that it's a different day. It's been an eventful 24 hours. We're just going to move on. I am going to show you my bookshelves now with all the little bits and bobs added on. And basically I changed my mind about the plays and decided not to put the new ones away on my shelves yet, because all of the new ones that I've got I want to read pretty soon. So I've just moved them to another part of my room where they can function as like a TBR shelf, and I'm not going to show you that because it's not pretty, but it is functional, and that's important too. Before I show you though, look at this little guy. I got him from an aunt of mine, and he's a reading light. It's pretty exciting. And he just lives on the edge of my bed. Anyway, let's have a look at the shelves now that they're done and tidy and decorated and snazzy. So this is my top shelf now with my bits on it. This is the next shelf. This little fox from Jellycat is my favourite of my fox collection. He's adorable and I love him. And then you know, I had to put the Highland cow in a very easy to spot place because as I said earlier, I love him. And my friend got me this for Christmas, so that of course had to go on the shelf. And my jewellery is down there on the Raven Cycle shelf. And then, as you can see, my plays don't actually look all that different because I didn't actually change anything. This is one of my favourite things in my room. It is a dumpling, but it's a nightlight, and it's adorable and I love it. And yeah, that's the only cup in my room left anymore because I'm actively drinking out of it. I don't want to hear anything about it. And it's just this really cute photo of me and my friend Rowan, and this little wood painting that I think is the most adorable thing ever. And then down here we have a little ceramic ornament, and yeah, that's all. This is my copy of the Fleabag scriptures, and it is absolutely stunning and I'm so happy with it. It's gorgeous. I am, however, just a little bit sad that it's not the one that looks like a Bible, but they don't print that anymore, which is so upsetting. But if I can't have the Bible, this is absolutely the best next thing. So there we are. That is my reorganising my bookshelf video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, give a like. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.